way he wanted to, and he missed a lot of the spring. How's Colton kind of handled the end of last year to now?
You know what? He's handled like a veteran. I mean, exactly like a veteran. You know, some guys get disappointed when they get injured or when they don't finish the year as well. He's been harder on himself than anything. He sees, you know, Coach, I was playing slow last year. I wasn't playing to my speed. I got to change my diet. I've got to do this. And then, you know, missing a little bit of time towards the end of spring and going into the summer, he's been a great leader for me because he's not one of those guys that, well, I'm just going to go to the training room where guys are working. He's the coach on the field for me. He's out there because obviously we can't be involved in the summer. He does a great job of working, you know, our run games into pressure, our blitz pickup, working our pods, working our O-line school because coaches can't be involved. So he's been a second coach for me. So, you know, some guys, like I said, get injuries and they just get mad and go away, and he's been a mainstay in that room. When he can't practice or when he can practice, he's been awesome for us.
What's been the biggest adjustment from the unit as a whole from this time last year to this time this year?
Biggest adjustment, I think, because they're looking around like, oh, we have 3 deep now. It's like, oh, I have backup now, you know, and I know that seems, you know, some people will say, well, if you have 10 reps, you should be able to take 10 reps. Well, as an offensive lineman, whether we're in pads or anything, we're going to hit every play. So being able to have backup and be able to say, hey, I got these 5 or 6 plays, and I'm gonna smoke these 5 or 6 plays, because the real life is when you know you have 15 plays in a row and you have no backup, it's hard to sit there and go, I'm gonna grind, I'm gonna hit somebody out. So now I can have competition, I have depth. So that to me is the biggest difference. Those guys see, for one, the competition that, hey, they're not just, hey, you're not the pencil in starter that's going to be there from day 1 to day 122. Now I got these young guys, I got depth, that I got to push a little bit more now because there's guys nipping at my heels.
Speaking of that, walk us through those 3 lines.
Okay. Can I walk you through the first day starters?
Yes,
and we
yes.
talk about penciled in. They're penciled in because, to be honest with you, some of those freshmen, it's finding where they feel comfortable, and they've been playing. So day 1, when we roll out there, it'll obviously be Colton at left tackle. It'll be Caps at left guard, Cleary at center. It'll be Shane Clennon at right guard, and it'll be Dalton Wagner at right tackle. You know, going through the second line, because we've been talking about this, so there's, I'd rather not do that, and here's why: I haven't talked to my guys about it yet. And so I don't want them, and they'll be fine because, hey, get over it. You know, you're at where you're at. But let me talk to my guys about where they start. The first line set, but let me talk to the second and third guys before they find out on news tonight and their mom's calling and be like, hey, why are you playing guard? You were recruited as a tackle or something like that. So it won't be any crazy surprises. All those guys are, you know, kind of be mainly in their same positions. But I'll say this for a guy like Myron Cunningham. Myron's going to start the first day at second team left tackle. But here's the deal with Myron. I got to get Myron on the field. Myron has a chance to be very special and just elite talent. And if he's going to be one of my best 5, which I think he very well end up may be in, I got to find a spot for him. And the reason we brought him is to light a fire in Colton, and that really happened. Colton had a great first half of spring, and then he got injured late. So just to mention Myron, we're going to find a spot for him, whether it's a guard or tackle, but he's too good to be over there holding his helmet.
Seemed like Chibuzi was a little bit behind Myron.
Yeah, and we knew that going in, and we talked to Boise about that, and he always said, Coach, I've got some work to do. We knew he'd be more of a project guy. We knew Myron would be more of a guy that's probably going to come in and earn a spot, and that's what we told these guys, and I told those JUCO guys all through recruiting. There is no, you're not coming in and here you're being anointed. You got to work for that spot, and there's a reason why Myron's still at second team. He's done some really good things at first team, and I see where he's gonna be. I see how he's changed his body. If y'all could see the before and after photo from when he got here in January to what he looks like now, it's pretty impressive. So I think when he takes that power and now he's in shape and he's stronger and he takes that to the field, I'm really excited about what he's going to do with it.